Okay, let's get the live chat up and running on my phone and begin the stream. Right, YouTube, live chat, and there we are. Okie doke. Right, hello everyone, wherever you are around the morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to today's live stream on my channel. For today's stream, I thought I'd take a look at probably one of the most popular routes that's been released for Train Sim World in recent times, and that is, of course, another route as part of the as the rush hour package, the London Commuter or the Brighton Main Line, however you wish to call it. So what we're doing for today's stream, you may be wondering. Well, we're going to do 2 runs. In the journey mode here, we're going to do, firstly, I like to do chapter 2, the jet set. We're going to go from London Victoria to Gatwick Airport, and then we will do Brighton to London Victoria. Now that one, that specific service there, Brighton to London Victoria, you could decide which electric multiple unit you would like me to use on that particular part of the stream, either the class 387 or the red one here, or the green BR class 377-4. But anyway, we'll start with this one here because I definitely want to use the red 387 in the lovely resplendent Gatwick Airport livery. Trainmaster, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. E60 Guy 101, hello. Trainmaster, we hear you and see the game. Excellent. E60 Guy is on Halo 3. Wow. That's going back in time, isn't it? Right, try to drive this Gatwick Express service from London Victoria to Gatwick Airport. I'm going to try and be as quick as I can because I don't want to spend too long at London Victoria in case the game breaks. Making all sorts of noises. Of course I have... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. There we are. By the way, I do have all the substitution enabled, so basically that tells its own story. Just saw a 465 coming in, so let me just check everything's all in order. Yeah, door release, da 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 da. Everything's all there. Just getting myself familiar with my surroundings. What have we got here? Let's turn on everything. So vigilance, DSD, and when we find it, AWS. Ding dong. Thank you. I'm very glad you confirmed that to me. I mean, I just did the switch. I could go in the exterior at the station, but I don't want to risk the game breaking or crashing. I mean, there's still a very strong chance, actually, that the game could easily crash despite the many fixes and improvements around the London Victoria area, or just around the London area in general. Trainmaster's about to get on TSW2, awesome. Pep EMU fan, hey, greetings, nice to see you, welcome. Just about to begin the first service of the stream. Excuse me. Thierry, good evening. Right, let's get rocking and rolling, shall we? All right. So let's proceed to our one and only stop, which is, of course, Gatwick Airport. Yeah, so close to 1,500 services on this route. I have all the trains at my disposal that is compatible with this route, so that's the class 465 and the 375 from Southeastern, the 166 from Great Western Express, and the 66 from the Brighton East Coast Way, I should say. Is there another one? Don't think there is. Oh yeah, the Class 313 as well from East Coast Way. The 465, I must add, is not drivable services. It's just AI trundling in and out from the station all the way down there. There's a Battersea Power Station. If I could, I'll get out the cab, go up. You could see, if I'm closer to the station, you probably would see the Shard, and I'm speeding like the clappers. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not anymore. I think we have a race going on between a 377 and ourselves. Speed limit will increase to 45 very shortly. Yeah, but I hope everyone's all had a good start to the working week. If not, then I hope this stream will put a smile on your face and cheer you all up. Thierry's on the PS5. On PS5, it's quite stable outside the train. Yeah, outside it's just I don't want to take that risk because, like I said earlier, there is a chance of the game going bang. I presume if you take out the substitution and the other services that gets added to the timetable, then I'm sure it'll make it run, well, probably 10 times smoother. Yeah, but there's so many different types of services you can do. Of course, they're all mostly passenger, but I think I've done 35 videos on my timetable series, literally doing every single darn type of passenger service imaginable, so yeah. I have a pretty good experience of what this route is like to drive. Pretty fast, and at times very much stop-start. It's a lovely sunny cloudy day in the morning here in London town, for now, of course. We'll be shortly coming out of London and down towards Gatwick Airport. Well, Gatwick Airport is it within the London area, just about. I think it's within the ring road of the M25. I think, to me, that's what usually counts as the, I suppose, borders or perimeters of London. What's classified as London. Chicago trains. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Hope you're well. Excuse me. I should have had a drink, but I don't have one for today. This requires a bit more concentration with so many trains and stations passing by. Ooh. Don't break, game. Please. Please. Thierry, I would have liked a few more freight services on this route. How many is there? 2, I think. So yeah, maybe a bit more, but I think it's pretty hard to squeeze in some more freight services. Because I'm sure Dovetail want to add a locomotive DLC to this particular package, so, and I presume that will add its own layer of services, whatever that may be, a class 700 maybe, I don't know, I'm just guessing, but oh no, it wouldn't be, would it, because of the time period this is set in, or at least I don't think so. E60 Guy 101, what route should I go on and what loco should I use? That depends what you have at your disposal, my friend. Only then we will know, or we would decide what you should drive or experience on your game this evening. Thierry, currently I have completed 122 services. I have completed 40, on this route in particular is 46. E60 guys, all the add-ons. Apart from Harlem Line. The last station in central London is East Croydon. Okay. We haven't gone past East Croydon as of yet. Chicago trades, you're up late, go to bed. Well, it's not that late in England. Blimey. It's only 10 to 9. Can't be over in the States, can it? Because it's, well, either the afternoon or early evening, depending in which state you are watching this. Perhaps 2 in each direction. Yeah, perhaps 2 in each direction. That's a good call. Exploring all the UK train stations by train. That's a hell of a name. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Hope you're well. Just having a blast along the London Commuter or Brighton Main Line. We're just going to Gatwick Airport in the 387. And then we'll do a run from either Brighton to London Victoria or vice versa. It just depends which electric multiple unit I'm going to use. Either the green 377 or the red 387. Which out of these Electrostar trains we have in the game, which one do you like? Do you like the 377 or do you like the 387? I like the 387 because it's mainly delivery. And plus the sounds are, I suppose, a little bit better than, in particular, the East Coastway 377 for sure. Exploring all the UK. I'll just put exploring all the UK. It's quicker. What has he said? Or she, he, whoever. I'm good. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. I actually brought a new DLC for the game today. Thankfully, thanks to, I can't remember who it was. They said yesterday in the previous stream of a sale going on with PlayStation Plus. There were some discounts on a few DLCs, and the one DLC I wanted with a discount was the 1938 tube stock for the London Underground Bakerloo line, and yeah, finally managed to get it. And it was just under, I think, excuse me, £6.50, I think. So I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a solid price. And so I've downloaded that, and I haven't even tried it yet. So yeah, I look forward to giving that a blast. Give it a roll. So if you want to see a stream on the 38 tube stock, as well as the new Journeys expansion, which I purchased last week, then well, you're going to see it, that's for sure. Chicago, I live in Illinois, so it makes it 6 hours behind you because it's 3:50 p.m. Was it Central Eastern Time over there? I can't remember. Which would be 9:50 GMT your time. It's not 9:50 p.m. It's not. It's 20:52 in the UK at the moment. The clocks have not gone forward yet. When do the clocks go forward? They spring forward an hour. Hence why it's in spring. And spring is not yet. Well, it doesn't feel it, that's for sure. It's still pretty cold. And the leaves aren't growing on the trees as of yet. Thierry do a Brighton service in the 377. That's a good shout. Think I will. Exploring over UK, the 387 on Southeastern High Speed. The 377 for other passenger services. Whoa. Need to brake. I don't know if we're going to make it. Oops, I pressed the emergency brake by an accident. No, I don't know how to do it. In the tutorial, oh no, the brakes went off. That's good. I was about to say that the emergency brakes, they weren't used in the tutorial. I had to replay the tutorial just to get my... Oh, blimey. I think I'll take a break for a moment. Let's stop at this station. East Croydon, in fact. We'll make a stop here, I think, for a minute or two until that signal goes green. There we are. Just wait for a second. Or wait for a minute. However long it takes till we get a green signal. Chicago, I like the Boston Sprinter over the Peninsula Corridor because I can go over 100 miles per hour instead of doing 79. Very nice. Well, it's true. You do get up to some pretty high speed, of course, hence why the North East Corridor is, I think for now, the fastest rail line in the USA. Thierry, both Brighton mainline base trains have Armstrong powerhouse sounds. That was it, yeah. Oh, I was thinking to myself, well, surely both the 377 and the 387 on this route has similar, if not identical, sound packages, and you've just pretty much confirmed that to me. Chicago, but if I was to go with a United Kingdom route, I believe it has to be Great Western Express, since the speed limit markers match Boston Sprinter with 125. That is correct, yes. E60 guy 101, I'm on his favourite route, Sandpatch Grade, doing an oil service with the Dash 2. Lovely. Very nice. Ooh. 60 again. It'll be 90 very shortly. 15 miles to go until Gatwick Airport. Platform number 6 to be exact. Chicago trains, if you live in California, is actually 8 hours, so now it's 1:50 p.m. and if I was already in Denver, it's 2:53 p.m. My favourite American freight route is Sherman Hill, thanks to the SD70 AC. I don't really have a favourite freight route. I'm just trying to think. If one about USA heavy freight routes, oh yeah, you can't forget Canadian National, can you? That's another freight route, but in Canada, and I don't like it as much. It's alright, it's not my favourite, that's for sure. What have we got heavy freight wise? We've got Sandpatch Grade, Clinchfield, Clinchfield Railroad, Cane Creek, which I do like very much, Sherman Hill, and hopefully very soon the Horseshoe Curve route. Which one do I like the most? For now, I would say Clinchfield, because I've pretty much discovered every nook and cranny of that route, and I really enjoy it. The variety of the services, very challenging with the grades on the different branch lines. And yeah, it takes a long time to complete, particularly all of the services that have parts 1 to 7 or 1 to 10 or whatever. Cane Creek I like because of the scenery, very much so. Sherman Hill, I haven't actually tried Sherman Hill, to be honest with you. I think I did the tutorial and that's pretty much it. I haven't done anything on Sherman Hill, so it remains to be seen for me personally as to whether Sherman Hill is right up there. But certainly Sherman Hill, purely from a status point of view, is certainly one of the most iconic freight routes, or routes in general, that Union Pacific has, and if not in the United States. Not just famous for the challenge of the route, but a particular steam locomotive that was charging around, be it freight. I'm not sure passenger services going on with Sherman Hill. I don't think so, but yeah, I'm pretty sure what I mean when I say a steam locomotive on Sherman Hill. Thierry, the Class 800 family could do 140 miles per hour, however they're limited to 125. I'm not sure, I don't think we have any other rail line that can go. What's the top speed of Southeastern High Speed from London to St Pancras to Ebbsfleet? Is it 140 or 150 miles per hour? Yeah, I think it's way faster than the 125, isn't it? I think it's was it 140, 150, something like that. It's only through the tunnels and in the open air from Stratford to Ebbsfleet. 140. Oh, okay. Thank you, Thierry. Thierry, 125 due to the track. Oh, track signalling, yeah. Chicago Big Boy and the Challenger. Oh yeah, can't forget the Challenger. They were passenger trains until 1997. Really? Wow. A year after I was born. The Class 800 is a cracking joke. I haven't actually driven the Class 800, to be fair. Do I like it? I don't like the look of it. I will be honest. The interior, it's in interior. I don't mind it. I'm sure it seats its passengers in great comfort. I just don't like the front end of it. It doesn't look quite right to me. Well, I don't like it as such. I'm sure its performance characteristics and technological advancements are pretty cool, that's for sure. Exploring all the UK for Javelins, 140 for the Eurostar. Oh yeah, Eurostar, 186 miles per hour. Fast, fast, fast. That's Formula 1 kind of speeds. We're in the pitch darkness now. Just over 8.5 miles to go until Gatwick Airport. I wish we had a licensed airliner, because I know there's I don't know planes at all. What is it? I don't know, a 737 or a 747 plane just constantly going over the station over and over again, same colours, same look. I wish we had something like British Airways or something. Maybe just as an Easter egg we could have a Concorde flying over. I know it's not realistic, but I think it'd be quite fun to spot it. I remember my mum was talking about Concorde and watching the last flight on the TV. Unbelievable aircraft. Darren Baldock, I work for Southeastern as a high-speed driver. Wow, awesome. You have a very, well, probably one of the best jobs ever, my friend. Also, welcome, Darren. Hope you're well. Chicago's trains, it's 140 miles per hour, 225 kilometers per hour. That's correct. Oh yeah, because in the for the high speed bit, it's in what is it, kilometers per hour, because of the French TVM system or something. I'm not too sure, but I know it's similar equipment to the TGV duplex we have in the game on the class 395, if I'm not mistaken. I may be just purely guessing off the top of my head. Thierry, for diesel engines, it's of the Great Western. I just wish the British Railway Freight had more shunting. I agree with you on that one. What is it, just one shunting service in Acton Yard or something, putting together an oil train or something like that? I wish there was more freight shunting services in Acton Mainline. But then again, it's got loads of probably very unique shunting duties, bringing coaches in and out of London Paddington. Leo, hey, how are you? Welcome, hope you're well. Nice to see you. E60 go on the plane on the Brighton main line goes to the airport. Absolutely. Where else would it go? It's not going to stop at McDonald's, is it? I think I remember when Great Western Express first came out. I believe at Reading Station. I think it was a year or two after it was released. There was a licensed British retailer. I think it was W.H. Smith on at Reading, maybe London Paddington as well, but definitely Reading. I remember it, and then it just disappeared. I mean, W.H. Smith is okay. If you don't know what W.H. Smith is, if you're not in the UK, it's basically a shop that sells all sorts of things. I only go in there now and again for magazines. Chicago, exactly. Steve be glitchy. Very true. Thierry was born in May 2003, so never saw the Concorde, as it was retired a few months after I was born. Well, that's the power of the internet. You can always look back and watch the last flight, and I think there's even a documentary about it. I remember I was going to a football match. I was taking my granddad to his first football match, or soccer match for those in America. His first match at his local club called Brentford, London team, in 30 years. And I remember we were going on the way there, and we briefly slowed down because we just saw this Qatar Airways plane flying over the M4. I think it was the M4, can't remember, a long time ago. But yeah, that was some sight. I think it's on my YouTube channel, I think, that video of a Qatar Airways plane flying over the motorway, and I caught the footage of it in the car going by. We are approaching Gatwick Airport. Just like that. In the blink of an eye, we've gone from London Victoria to Gatwick Airport. Need to brake. Come on. That's it. Perfect. That'll do. We have a congregation of trains here. Surprise, surprise. I swear every minute you see a green 377 or a red 387 round here. Come on the brakes, my friend, on the brakes, on the brakes. Thank you very much, that will do. Perfect. Now we can have a look at the outside. There's the passengers disembarking. Thank you for travelling with the Gatwick Express. Please make sure to take all of your belongings with you. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. I should do a voiceover for one of those. I've always wanted to do it. I love those kind of announcements. I make a great sound for it. Oh, that's a loud plane. Where's the plane? There it is. Oh, it ended. But you can see the plane there. That took me just over 28 minutes. We got a silver. I'll take that any day of the week. I just want to see it go overhead. Whoa, look at that. I want to see it again. I want to see the colours of it. It kind of looks like a British Airways like colour scheme. Like on the tail fin there you saw almost like a Union Jack kind of colour scheme. I'll have to wait until it goes by. No harm done. It's only a few minutes. Nice sky, I must admit. Looks very nice today. Theo, love your content. Leo, not Theo. Leo, sorry. Love your content. Thank you. Maybe I'll sub to you. But first, which route should I buy, LGV or London Commuter? Oh, there's the plane. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Right, let's go back. Which one? Well, if you want a pure high-speed experience, I get the LGV Mediterranean. I mean, personally, it's one of my favourite routes in Train Sim World. But the London Commuter certainly had loads of improvements and optimization to its performance, so it's much more stable. And if you have a next-gen console, you get, I'll just show you very quickly, all of these little goodies here. The 66, the 166 services, and the 375-9, and also the Class 313-2. Even if you don't have those, you're still getting well over 1,000 services, which is the most in Train Sim World history. Crazy number. Right, what are we doing? London, Victoria to Brighton or vice versa. That's Chatham and Tatham. About to say Tottenham, but it's not. No. London, Victoria to Brighton. Let's pick this one here. I think it's a green 377. Thierry wanted to see it. He was first. So as they say, first come, first serves. Thierry, everyone from the UK misses Woolworths. Oh yeah, I remember Woolworths. I think they're still going, albeit online, I believe. What other brands can we think of that's long gone but coming back? I think Toys R Us is coming back. I remember when I was very young, I went to a shopping centre in Surrey and I went to this huge Toys R Us and I got my first and only Hornby train set there, if I'm mistaken. Is it even the 377? I can't remember. I think it is. Should be a 377, shouldn't it? Right. Need to go into the left panel. Oh, Brighton's already done. That's fine. There we are. I couldn't see. Text was too small from the driving seat. I've no idea what the weather's like outside this Brighton station. London Victoria, I should say. Where's AWS? Right there. Oh, I just have to wait. Just under a minute to go. Then we'll depart London Victoria. Thierry, I once saw an E2 Hawkeye from my garden. Wow. What a sight. I remember, what was it? I forget which London airport it was, but I remember one of my friends, they saw Air Force One land. I can't remember which London airport it was, but unbelievable sight. Air Force One. Wouldn't mind having that plane myself. A home in the sky, even though I'm afraid of heights. I wouldn't drive it, that's for sure, or fly it, I should say. Thierry, I know it's kind of dark, but when a person gets hit by a train, the people doing announcements just say how it is. Well, I suppose you've got to maintain their professionalism. I suppose, unfortunately, it's part of their job. Come on, train. Let's get moving. Come on. It can't be raining. It's not snowing, surely. It must be raining. A miserable rainy day in England. And it is. Let's turn on the wipers. Come on. Turn on. No? There you are. What a miserable but typical British late afternoon. Never mind. Yeah, they're still online. Good. I saw on the news months ago that Toys R Us was making a comeback. It was actually opening a store in the UK somewhere. Not a big store, of course, but still great to see it to make a comeback. I remember on their Instagram they announced their plans to reopen, or at least a store in the UK, which was a nice nostalgia feeling there for me personally. Leo, TGVs and Class 387s are my favourite trains, so I don't know. If you want the most in-depth experience of those trains, then the TGV wins hands down. But that's just my personal view. It depends what you're buying it on. I'm not sure if there's a discount on Xbox or Steam, I'm not sure, but definitely on PlayStation there's a discount. I've seen them. Quite a few, actually, quite a lot of discounts. Even on newer routes like Sherman Hill and some new locomotive add-ons as well. Or recent ones, I should say. What's the first stop? Clapham Junction. One of the busiest, I think it's the busiest junction in the UK. Sadly, the Brighton mainline doesn't quite do it justice, but at the same time I'm quite glad it doesn't, because I can imagine the performance will be horrendous. Leo, you know what? I'll sub to you. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Exploring all the trains. Where is the couple button on the 403? Oh, he's found it. 403. What train is that? 403. Well, there's a 483, isn't there? 403. What's the 403? I'm forgetting. My mind's gone walkabout. I can't remember. Thierry, one of my friends, lives near an RAF testing base. Ooh. Must be a joy to, I was going to say rail fan, but more like a plane spot. Yeah, plane spot. All the different types of equipment the RAF uses. Do you know what the worst ship disaster was? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to guess. I was going to say Titanic. Well, it might be Titanic, actually. I was going to say for Costa Concordia, but that's certainly a more, well, I wouldn't say recent, but in this millennium, one of the worst marine or maritime disasters, I suppose. But it's not really what I want to think about, because I'm going on a cruise next week, actually. So I think that's the last thing I want to think about. It's my first one in 2 years. Over 2 years, so yeah. I won't think about that. Unless I read out your next, your answer, E60 Guy 101, on the worst ship disaster. Has come to a halt at Clapham Junction. Unlock the doors. Leo just wanted to ask what has the better scenery. Well, LGV is difficult to tell because you're travelling at, well, close to 200 miles per hour. I mean, the stations are very well modelled. The architecture, is very, very similar to the real world versions. The stations you can explore quite to quite an in-depth degree. Brighton Main Line, though, particularly in the London area when it's not buggy and the frame rate isn't all over the place, the city is represented quite well, and the area of Brighton as well is represented quite well. I mean, if you haven't got East Coast Way, that's almost like an extension which goes into the town of Brighton itself. Oh, an ICE it was. Ah, okay. I was wondering what that was. If we meant the BR class 403, I was like, what? Thierry, a little while ago I was near where I live. A class 66 crashed into a tractor. Oh dear. Luckily the collision took place at a slow speed, so no one was injured. Thank goodness. Let's lock the doors. Let's get rocking and rolling. The next stop is East Croydon. Just under 7 miles. Full power. There we are. Oh. Come on, train. Oh, bit of wheel spin. There we are. Up to speed now. E60 Guy 101, the worst ship disaster is the MV Wilhelm, I don't know, Gustloff, which has a total death count of 9,400. Eek. No thank you. Leo, time to ask some questions. Have you ever travelled on a high-speed train? Depends what you mean by high-speed train. I mean, when you mean high-speed train, do you mean like a super high-speed train, like the TGV or an ICE, or the HS1 in England? Or just mean like, I don't know, 125 mile per hour kind of type route? I have driven, not driven, I've been on as a passenger the Great Western Main Line. Long time ago I used to go from Reading to London Paddington an awful lot when I was in my early teens. Or vice versa, mainly to see family members, or occasionally I wouldn't just go to Reading and back. A couple of years ago, actually, 2020, not a couple of years ago, nearly 2 years ago, In 2020 I went on the class 800, I think. I went down to Cornwall in it. And well, I'm not saying it didn't go at speeds of 125 miles per hour. I don't think Cornwall and the southwest has the high-speed infrastructure put in place at that time. But yeah, I have been on a high-speed train before, yeah. And I have been on the HST as well. Long time ago. It's still around, I think, the HST. I think in the southwest or in Scotland or Wales, I think. Purely guessing, of course. Leo likes the Euros. Oh, Eurostar. Well, not those super high-speed trains. No. I haven't. Never. Thierry, the fastest train I've been on was 125 miles per hour to King's Cross. Very nice. Exploring all the UK. Fastest I've been on is the pre-90 Pendolino from Liverpool Lime Street to Crewe. Oh, if that's the one with the Virgin Trains livery, I love that livery. Very nice. 125 miles per hour. Very, very fast. Thierry, on the way to London I was on a 225 set, and on the way back I was on an 800. Very much in the Formula One of trains. Three and a half miles to go until East Croydon. I'll get the usual YouTube stuff out the way with. If you enjoyed this stream, I'm sure you did, make sure to give it a like and please subscribe if you are new for more Train Sim World content and streams on my channel. This stream will be re-uploaded to the channel so you can watch it back as many times as you like with the live chat replay enabled. And yes, it will be added to the specific Train Sim World stream playlist. Always good to remind people, or people that are new, watching for the first time, that fancy taking a look at other stuff I do, streaming wise, in this game. £60 mph speed limit coming up. Increase the speed a little bit more. We are up against the clock. Want to be close as I can to 15:40 and 30 seconds. Oh, it's an Avanti livery, exploring all the UK. Ah, fair enough. I'm not a fan of that one. Don't like the livery. Looks a bit dull and dark to me, a bit too dingy to me. Now, Thierry also been on a HST, very good. Certainly one of the most iconic locomotives in British rail history. They're still going strong. They're slowly being phased out. But thankfully, in the virtual world of Train Sim World and Train Simulator, they live on. Leo, I was once on the Eurostar, boarded at Ashford and travelled to Paris. That must be Gare du Nord in Paris. I like the old Eurostar trains, or the first ever Eurostar trains. When the Eurostar was a thing back in 1994. Better get on the brakes. 45 mph speed limit coming up. as we are approaching East Croydon. Atira, does anyone know when Avanti are getting rid of the 221? I've no idea. Depends if the replacement is already in service or almost ready to be put on the rails for passenger duties. Or maybe just having a 221 and the replacement working together. Exploring over UK. TRA apparently later this year. Class 805 and Class 807. So fair enough. That answers your question then. E60 guy 101. Don't be late, otherwise the fat controller will point at the clock. He's not here. He's at home. He's not coming out to the stations today. He doesn't want to get his coat, his pristine black coat or black blazer, drenched in rain. Leo, I remember the first ever Eurostar 301 and 2 was scrapped. That was a sad moment for me. Yeah, it is sad. I do like those high-speed trains. I love the sound of them when they set off from a station. Beautiful. And I just love the original Eurostar livery of yellow and silvery grey. Love it. Time to run. Time to rock and roll. The next stop is a familiar one, Gatwick Airport. "15 miles away. We're due into Gatwick Airport at 15:56. If we can make it roughly near that time, I'll be pretty happy. Speeding a little bit there. Oh, maybe not. Onwards we go to 90 miles per hour. Pretty quick. Pretty quick speed indeed. E60 guy 101 is on Forza Horizon 5. Definitely looks a good game and is of course very good fun. I don't have Forza Horizon 5. I won't have my Forza games much longer. They'll be gone soon. In terms of driving games I have all the F1s apart from 2015, which was a shocking game. I have Gran Turismo Sport, Gran Turismo 7, Project Cars 2. I was thinking of getting a Need for Speed game, but I'm not sure which one. I used to have Hot Pursuit. That was a great racing game. Not a huge fan of Need for Speed, but there's a few I like. I admire. I don't love, but I like them. Respect them, for sure. Heat looks like an interesting one, but not much was added to it after the game came out. Not sure if there's a new Need for Speed game coming out this year. Sure, we will get news to that, maybe at E3 further down the line. Leo, do you mean the original white livery or the new one, the blue livery? The original. White livery, yes. Thierry, I mean, nothing beats the 373 at speed. Yeah. Certainly looks quick, doesn't it? Be quite cool to have in the game. Nice to Dovetail has a license for it. I don't know if they've made it in Train Simulator. No idea. Thierry, and next year the PS version of Forza is coming out. Snush. Yeah. What Forza games have I got? I used to have Forza 4, but that was gone. I have Forza Horizon, because that works on the Xbox One. Forza Horizon 2, 3, 4, Motorsport 5, 6 and 7. E60 guy 101 Postman Pat should be in F1. Well, maybe the Royal Mail, yeah. Make a route set in the early 2000s and have a Royal Mail train, that'd be quite cool. I don't know about Postman Pat. Thierry Sunrise Tokyo, yeah. I know a lot of people wanted to see a Forza Horizon game in Japan or in Tokyo. I mean, the locations I think Forza Horizon has been in is what? Colorado, Europe, in Italy and France, Australia, which I like a lot, and England/Scotland, or the UK, and then Mexico. It's almost like the creators just cherry pick out of a hat. Pick a name of a country and we'll do it. I'll be doing the Netherlands next, or Holland. That's a real party city. Country, I should say. Or in South America or something. South America would be quite good, actually. Bobby, hey, how are you? Welcome, hope you're well. Leo, I like the white livery more. It fits more the Eurostar. Yeah, well, to me it's just... It's just a livery that defines what that train is. It is a modern classic. It's just so iconic. The one with the blue bits added to it now, not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of navy blue colours as such. It depends what the navy blue is on. That's some peace and quiet from the rain. Gets a bit annoying after a while, constantly hearing the rain tumbling down on the passenger train. Thierry, the West Coast Mail Line with the Royal Mail 325. Absolutely, yeah. They didn't last long, that's for sure. Class 375, white or blue? I don't know. I'll have to see a white one. Didn't know there was a white one. But I like the 375-9 in the southeastern livery. Doesn't look too bad. It depends what angle and the lighting conditions you set it in. But if you have a 4K TV or monitor PC, then it looks pretty, that's for sure. Well, all the trains do. Just under 7 miles to go until Gatwick Airport. Bobby's playing Train Sim Mode 2, awesome. E60 guy 101 Please don't stop in the tunnels. Yes, yes. I get the reference. Poor Henry. I remember watching that one. Very, very young. It was white with yellow doors, says Thierry. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Leo, I wonder what the next DLC is, but I know March 24th is coming out with Lursen to Sursiu, or is it? How do you say it correctly, that location? Sursi or Sursiu? Sursiu, I think it is, and I need to get on the brakes. That might be a wise thing to do. I'm not sure whether I'll pick up that Switzerland route. I can't remember. I don't know. Have they done a preview of that route on Dovetail or Rivet Games gaming channels? If so, I wasn't made aware of it. They kept very quiet about it. I know there's a bit of an event going on with Train Sim Later or Train Sim World. If they have done a preview, then well, that's what I'm going to do immediately after I finish this stream. I do like the 523. It looks cool. The exterior, the interior. The route itself, I'm not judging by the photography of it that's been published so far by Dovetail or Rivet. Doesn't really excite me. It's not something that makes me go, yeah, that's something I'm going to pick up straight away. I need to add it to my collection ASAP. And the fact it's a little bit short, but again, depending on it's not just the length of the route, is it? It's the route itself, the challenge it possesses, and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, services plays a big part, the scenarios and all that stuff, the technical specifications and the performance characteristics and the sound plays a big part, of course. I know it's at not normal route or route price. I think in the UK it's under £20, or that particular, or that kind of figure. Bobby's got to go, but then he's back straight away. Do you like trains? Well, let's put it this way, Bobby. If I didn't like trains, I wouldn't be playing this game. Yes, I do like them. Saito Kid, hey, nice to see you. Welcome. 15 people watching. Ooh, I must be doing well for a change. Thierry, there was a stream on it 2 days ago. £19.99. I think that if there's a discount with it, with PlayStation Plus, they occasionally do a discount on launch, don't they? Either a route or a locomotive DLC. They occasionally do a discount price on PlayStation if you're a PS Plus member, which I am. So if it has a discount, a PS Plus discount, I might pick that up actually. But hey, now that Thierry has confirmed there's a stream, then yeah, I'll definitely give that a view. I don't think you can't, well, I haven't looked at the PlayStation store as of yet for Train Sim World. Well, I did look at it earlier, unless it's been added so you can pre-order it or something, or have a discount on Lursen to Sursiu or Sursi. We're way ahead of schedule. Look at that, nearly 2 minutes ahead of schedule. Over 2 minutes, I should say. Is it me? The weather's starting to brighten up a bit. Probably got the joke there. Brighton up a bit. I know, it's terrible. Even though we're not in Brighton, but we're going to Brighton, so I thought I'd put that little pun in there. It is terrible, I know. Absolutely tragic. Batman's Joker makes better jokes than me. Alright, let's bring this passenger train to a stop and unlock the doors. It is indeed the green 377 we're using today. That's Brighton. This is the destination display. Something Brighton. A southern service formed. Oh, we have 12 coaches today. The longest one we can have. Come on, people. You got to get moving. You can't stand there. I know you don't like the rain, so get to it. It's not going to stop. Where are we stopping at? Loud Plain. Haywards Heath and... oh no, Burgess Hill, Hassocks, and Brighton. Lovely. Right, we're going to be waiting a while, that's for sure. Look at the light shining off the platform. Marvellous. Oh, I was about to put the camera there. Maybe not. We got a little friend wanting to say hello. Hello. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Stop. Thank you. Don't go too far. Don't worry about the security. I'm on guard. These lot are on guard here, look. We got a bit of a long time to wait, yeah, blimey. Thierry is 10% off, is it? Okay. Interesting. Bobby is already... he's already said he does, yeah. I already have. Thierry, from my house, it's 2 trains to Brighton. Well, 2 a day or 2 an hour? I presume 2 an hour. Such, yes. Leo, you should do a stream, LGV stream next time, because I want to see what it looks like. Oh, I have done a stream, my friend. If you check out the Train Sim World Streams playlist, or even my specific playlist that focuses on LGV Mediterranean, you get to see the tutorial in action, albeit that was on the PS4, not the PS5, and the a couple of services that I did on that route quite a while ago. So if you want to check that out, not just a stream but videos are made on it, then that's the place for you. No problem, Leo. Not a problem. Thierry, do any 377 or 387 services call at Preston Park? Because I know 177 calls at Hawley. Preston Park, yes, one service does call at Preston Park. I did a video on it in my At Your Service series. That plane is loud in my headphones. Makes me sound like there's a plane going overhead the house. I'm just trying to find my video series. The Brighton main line. There we go. Preston Park. I'm going to have a look here. So what have I done with the 377? Three Bridges, tailgate, sidings to Redhill, Purley to London Victoria, Brighton to Haywards Heath, Brighton to London Victoria, London Victoria to Clapham Junction, East Croydon to Purley, East Croydon London Victoria to Selhurst, East Croydon to Clapham Junction, London Victoria to Wivelsfield, Strength Common to Purley, London Victoria to Three Bridges, yeah. It's roughly over 33 minutes. I think it stopped at Hawley. I can't quite remember. I'll be brutally honest. And we need to go because I'm going to be late. I'm too busy looking at a playlist. Now we're going to be put under pressure. Need to catch up for lost time. Bobby, I see trains. I see BNSF, K&O, Union Pacific, and Norfolk Southern. K&O is Kansas and Oklahoma. I think that's how I pronounce it correctly. I'm not too sure. I'm not an American, so I don't know the correct Translation. Oh, that was a nice shot. The plane going overhead. E60 guy with a 1. MSB is 3 years old. Main Spuzzard Barn. 3 years old, is it really? Wow. How time flies. Thierry, I'll have a look tomorrow. Okie doke, no problem. I can't. Oh, did it stop at Hawley? I know there's a couple of stations on this route that has no trains that stop whatsoever. Unless you literally rail fan at that station for 24 hours in the game, then. I saw a comment on what was it, Dovetail forums or something, that complained that there was 2 stations in particular that saw 0 services or something like that. I can't remember what the exact stations are called, but it was a comment like that. Whether that was true, again, I don't know. I'm sure for those of you that love the Brighton Main Line will know what that station is. Or station, yeah, stations is, not station. There's 2 of them, apparently. Alright, next stop is Haywards Heath, under just over 9 miles to go. We're due in just under 9 minutes time. Well, over 9 minutes. Now it's 9 minutes. This must be in autumn time, the specific season, because in the light the trees are kind of orangey brown colour. Wouldn't be winter time, that's for sure. Thierry, I know Balcombe is one of them. Okay. If a Thameslink 387 were in service, they could add that. Now, I know Thameslink has been recently, I wouldn't say added to the game, is it? But as one of the licenses that have agreed to be used or utilised in the livery, was it the Creators Club, which, by the way, came back online today via an update. I didn't actually have an update, to be honest. I checked the game information, and for me it was last updated on the 18th of March, and it came back online today. Apparently there was an update for it that brought it back online, but I did not receive that update, and yeah, it came back online. So if you like Creators Club, then it's back up and running for now. However long for, I don't know. Whoop, we got to get down the speed. There we are. 80 now, we'll be back up to 90 shortly. We probably started playing Fortnite. Awesome. Hope you're enjoying it. Leo, my YouTube started lagging as hell. Hope that's not my stream. It better not be. I had a fear that this route would possess some challenges for my PS5 / internet for streaming. I did take a bit of a gamble when enabling every single additional service on this package. So it certainly pushes the PS5 to its limit. Well, the limit if it hasn't really been found out yet, but pushes the game to the limit, the game engine to the limit. Thierry's got to go. Alright, Thierry, take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you next time. E60 guy, I watched Spider-Man without spiders. Right. How does that work then? Must be a parody video or something. I mean, I don't watch the Amazing Spider-Man and all that stuff. I'm not a fan of that particular trilogy. I like the original Spider-Man films in the early 2000s with Mr. Maguire as the actor in Spider-Man 1, 2 and 3. They're my favourite Spider-Mans. No, I did watch the Spider-Man No Way Home because yeah, I had to. Had Doc Ock in it, and the Return of the Old Spider-Man, as I call it. The best Spider-Man, but that's just my personal opinion. Leo, it's okay now. My Wi-Fi gone down for a bit. Oh, okay. Well, it's not good, but you know, at least you can watch the stream, I presume, on your mobile data. 2 miles to go until Haywards Heath, and we're way ahead of schedule. Very good. Thankfully, the scheduled times are very forgiving. Unlike the London Underground Bakerloo line, which is the complete opposite. It is impossible to keep to the exact time of the timetable. Mile to go. Let's get on the brakes just in case there's a train that's stopped at our platform. Don't want to go for a red and end it just like that. No way, Jose. Come off the power. Or the brakes, I should say. It is indeed a red, but thankfully that is at the end of the platform. Cruising into Haywards Heath, nice and easy. I wonder if there's a rain mod on PC because of that irritating sound of the rain coming down in the cab. I can hear it looping in my headphones. I'm sure you can as well. It's very irritating. I wish I didn't pick this service with the rain. Never mind. That's the way it is. Oh, I can hear a train unlocking the doors. It's just arrived. From Brighton, I presume. Let's get on the brakes. On time, which is good. Nice and gently. There we are. Let's unlock the doors. Rawr. I know, I tried to sound like the Terminator. Another 377. 8-car train or a 12-car train. He's going somewhere. I don't know where he's going. Where are you going, my friend? Tell me where you're going. London, Victoria. We've got one that terminates here, apparently. At 1700 hours. And 7 minutes, I think. No. Let's park here. Oh, look, there we are. A train calls at Burgess Hill, Essex and Brighton. So fast. How are you going to read it that fast? Where's the rain coming from? Rain's over there. Should have stopped by now. Silly game. It should stop raining. But it ain't. Probably I did too, and it's raining at my place. Ah. E60 guy 101, the baby Delta called a class 23 is a lemon. Is that their nickname, or just looks like one? I know they get some unusual names for BR locomotives. Hoping the dynamic weather gets added to the timetable. Yeah, I wish it was. I know dynamic weather is a thing. Excuse me, in Train Sim world, albeit it's confined to some scenarios in Train Sim World 2. Which ones? I couldn't say. I'm sure we'll get that in the future. When, I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember one thing that did get added to Train Sim World 2, the base game routes. Schnellfahrstrecke to Arkad, London Underground and Sandpatch. Was it Sandpatch Grade or was it just... Oh, maybe Sandpatch Grade as well, I'm not sure. They added those dynamic real billboard things. Be interested to see what sponsors or partners are going to be popping in and out of those ad boards. Can't be fictional ones, can it? Because they're already in the game. Real ones on those routes. I presume there'll be some Deutsche Bahn adverts or some London Underground advertisements, and Sandpatch Grid, I've absolutely no idea. It's not exactly passenger services on Sandpatch Grid, is there? Well, in the game. In real life, I think there's an Amtrak service that goes up and down the Sandpatch Grade. The next stop is Burgess Hill, of course, just over 3 miles to go. Due in just under 3 minutes. It's because the class 23 kept breaking down. Oh, right. Oh dear. Not very reliable then. Why a lemon of all things? Bobby's got to go again. Okay, goodbye. I was going to say see you next time, but you'll probably come back again. So, in and out, shake it all about. In terms of the next stream, which would be this Sunday, since it's the start of a week, new week, just check the date, March the 27th. The next stream will be on the third and final rush hour route that I haven't covered on a stream yet, and that is Neverke Dresden in Germany. So if you like Neverke Dresden, I certainly do, then make sure to pop along for that stream at 8:30 PM UK time on this channel. What services I will be doing, I have no idea. So many to choose from, so many different types. Approaching Burgess Hill now. As one train departs, another one comes to a halt. Just heard on the right hand side that train's going, and off it goes. Not too long to wait this time. Right, let's lock the doors. Oh no, not yet. In exactly a few seconds' time. I'll lock it now. There we are. The next stop is Hassocks. 2 miles exactly. Leo, I have to go to sleep. Have a good night, Spurs. See ya. No worries. Leo, glad to see you. Glad you enjoyed it. Take care of yourself. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what comes after the Switzerland route, which comes out this week in the month of March, and then April. Don't know what we could have. Route wise, it's between. What is it between? Spirit of Steam and. What is it? Horseshoe Curve, and that's all the new routes I know for sure. Locomotive DLCs, we have the, what is it, the, what was it, 232 and the 420, I think, from TSG, something like that. Approaching Hassocks now. Have a look at the map very quickly. That's where we're stopping, and there's Brighton down there. Not too far now. Not too far at all. Into the station we go. Bit of a steep gradient, 0.5%, so we could slow down a little bit. Now we can apply the brakes. Perfect, that'll do. Very nicely. A bit windy outside. You can see the trees swaying from side to side. How long has this stream been going on for? Hour and a half, just over. Not bad at all. Just coming up to 10 past 10 in the United Kingdom. Or 22:08 PM in the UK. Let's look for doors. Alright, rock and roll to the next and final stop, which is Brighton. Just over 6.5 miles to go. Due in at 16:32. Now we can apply full power. There we are. I wonder what would be the most popular modern UK routes we've had so far. Southeastern High Speed or Brighton Main Line, or London Commuter as it's otherwise known as. Be interesting to see which one people play the most or like the most. Into the tunnel. Silence. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. The longest tunnel in the route. Don't know the length of the tunnel. I think is it 5 miles? I'm not too sure. Don't think it's 5 miles. Otherwise, when we come out of the tunnel, we'll literally be at Brighton Station. There we are, end of the tunnel. Definitely not 5 miles, maybe 1 or 2 miles. That's a tall viaduct we're coming under. Very tall. Blimey. Or bridge. Looked like a viaduct at first. In the distance. Speed limit of 75 miles per hour coming up very shortly. Three miles to go until Brighton. And we got a yellow. Now it's a green, so we are following another train by the looks of it. Wouldn't be at all surprised. Let's have a look on the trusty map. Is there or is there not a train on the same track as us? No, by the looks of it, no. Not one. There's a lot of trains in Brighton, no, one, 2, 3, 4, soon be 5. Press the wrong button. Just over 1.5 miles to Brighton, and then end of the line and end of the stream. Okie doke, we're coming into Brighton. Journey's End. Very nice. I can finally turn those wipers off when we get into Brighton. And finally have some peace from the rain as well. There's Brighton, straight ahead. Locked on target. There we are. End of the line.
Between the train and the platform.
Exactly. Mind the gap, everyone. There's a bit of a gap, not much of a gap. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, make that 5 with this 166 here. Popped in to say hello. There we go, just took me over an hour and just under an hour and 5 minutes. So we stopped at Clapham Junction, East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Haywards Heath, Burgess Hill, Essex and Brighton. Awesome. There we go, that's a wrap. Alrighty then, that concludes this latest stream on my channel, the Brighton Mainline, or otherwise known as the London Commuter. If you enjoyed this stream, like I said earlier, a long time ago, make sure to give it a like. Please subscribe if you are new for more Train Sim World streams and content on my channel. Of course, this stream will be re-uploaded to the channel with the live replay chat enabled, as well as being added to the specific Train Sim World streams playlist. The next stream will be on Nürburgring, Dresden in Germany, the last rush hour route I will cover in a stream. That will be on Sunday the 27th of March at 8:30 p.m. UK time. What I will be driving, I don't know what service I'll be driving on that route, but I have a bit of time now to think of what trains to drive and what to show to you all. So, yeah, I hope you could join me then for some busy passenger/freight action in Germany. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. And as always, I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Take care.